Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The LA offense going to go to work for the first time, and it is the veteran Matthew Stafford at the helm in his 16th NFL season and 4th with the Rams.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Well, right away, they'll change the look. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Short throw. It's Higbee. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And now Stafford's going to move him around. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 14 carries, 65 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described, and I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offensive backfield.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now a 2nd and 6. shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs. And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought. Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tip Ryman. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum? Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have regained the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. On the return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
These 2 teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Ayuk goes in motion. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
They'll roll him out right.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And that makes it 14-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Throwing is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Stafford to Higbee there. Rams 1st down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second and 6. Purdy looking to throw.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, it's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Purdy now on second down.
He'll buy some time right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Purdy. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Back to throw, Purdy. That one completes a Liggett.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 8. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Man, where has the season gone? We're into week 15 now. So let's give everybody a look at what's coming up here on what should be a very...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Brandon Ayuk.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Up the middle with Brooks here.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Tip Ryman
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And they'll get to him right away at the 40.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw, Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Stafford looks to throw again. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here's Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On first down, Purdy. Got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They set the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Breaks a tackle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 146 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This 2nd and 4. Purdy going to give it to Guerrero.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Isaac Guerrero.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Stafford now to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Stafford. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
Odafe Oweh
Gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's fielded at the 45. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Brooks.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, McCaffrey, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. A drive that time of 6 plays.